All right. Greg, next question.
Do you prefer lighter or darker colors, Steve?
No, there's a question above it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Steve, what equipment do you find unnecessary that you don't need?
Okay, I'll tell you the truth on this one. My previous two Honda Pilots had rear entertainment. In both of them, the headsets were still in the factory wrappers when I traded the
You
vehicle
never ended up
in.
using it.
Never used it a single time. So look, I definitely don't need rear entertainment. And again, like navigation, don't have to have it. If it comes with a vehicle, I can live with it. But if I don't have to have it, I'm fine with it because I just don't use it.
What if Molly gets bored back there, Steve?
Well, I've tried to interest Molly in movies, and she's just not. Okay? Some dogs watch TV, Molly doesn't. All right?
Sure, Airbud. My dog likes Airbud.
Good question. Yeah, Rob, you're catching on. You're catching on. All right, next question, Robbie. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Color preferences.
Do you have any color preferences, Steve? Such as like lighter, darker colors?
I'm pretty open.
Okay.
That's the next question.
What's one color that you absolutely will not have on a vehicle?
I said I'm pretty open, but no brown, no yellow.
No brown. I don't blame you. Those are hideous.
No brown, no
Hideous.
yellow.
They look dirty
Otherwise,
if
I'm
they're
pretty
red.
open. Exactly. All right, Bob, next one.
What do you like the most on your present vehicle?
I like the way it drives, Bob. I mean, it's pretty sporty. Again, my speeding days are in my rearview mirror, but I do like the power. But more importantly than that, it's got cameras almost everywhere. I love the size. My dog seems to be able to run around between the back seat and the rear end. So,
Cool.
Susan,
Steve, what options or accessories do you use most?
I use the leather every single day. I use the cameras every single day, and I use the power lift gate every single day.
Okay.
Here's a great question. Ask it, Justin. It's called. It starts with describe.
Describe a week in your life.
Yeah, the life of your vehicle.
Describe a week in the life of your vehicle.
Well, Justin, usually on Mondays, but sometimes on Sundays, I drive to the airport and I park it, and I come back on Wednesday, sometimes Thursday. When I get back, I go straight to the dog park because my wife doesn't take the dog to the dog park, so I take her to the dog park. Then on Fridays, I'm going to the golf course. When I get back, I go back to the dog park. Saturdays, golf course, then dog park after the golf. On Sundays, it's the dog park, and then I'll run errands for my wife. And then on Monday, it's back to the airport.
So you leave your car at the airport for like multiple days at a time?
I do.
Man, so we work really closely with this guy. His name is Adam. Let me give you one of his cars. He does tints, window tints. Great job on them so that people can't be looking into your car when it's parked at that airport for a few days.
That's gonna make me want to smash it even more because I can't see what's in it.
No. But let me tell you what happens to your vehicle when you park it at the airport.
Ding.
No.
It's tattered and shit.
Jet fuel.
My car, when I get back to Atlanta on Friday, there'll be a film of jet fuel on that vehicle.
Even if you park in like a covered garage?
I'm uncovered this week.
Oh.
Sometimes I park covered, but covered's gotten to be $25 a day. And the company that pays me to do these things will not reimburse me $25 a day. So it'll be covered in jet fuel. How important does that make it that I have SealJet?
Very.
Extremely important.
Hey Steve, do you have paint protection on your vehicle right now?
No, I don't.
Oh man, have you heard of SillaJet?
No.
This is a great product.
I've read that that's not a good deal.
What?
By the way, because this is what the experts tell people. Don't buy Mop and Glow, that's bullshit. That stuff doesn't work. Well, I happen to buy it,
Yeah.
okay?
The experts must have never had it on their own vehicle because this is a product that
Well, when your paint is damaged from jet fuel deposits or loss of gloss due to the Georgia sun or industrial fallout, acid rain, hard water spots, bird droppings, tree sap, you think the experts are going to have the paint buffed out or repainted? No, they're not going
But they
to.
still want top dollar for the trade.
Go figure. Well, bless their hearts, they're our customers, they're not very good at buying. I've told you how many cars your average consumer buys in a lifetime.
6 to 7?
8.
8.
8.5, that's all.
I'm already on 3 and I'm 19.
I did 4 last year. You're my kind of guy.
Yeah.
You're a car guy,
I blow
Robbie.
engines.
You blow engines. Okay, past or present monthly payment, we already talked about that. When the customer gives you what they're paying now, or what they did pay, by the way, what are payments going up in a dollar amount on average these
About
days?
200.
About 200 is about right. Vehicles that have never been more expensive, and interest rates are 22-year highs.
Yeah.
So they're going up, okay? Give the customer a heads up. Hey, customer, payments are going up a couple $100. Well, I don't want to go up a couple $100. Not a problem. We can do this one or two ways. I can take you to a vehicle that will keep your payment the same, or you can put down additional cash, or when we discover what your vehicle's worth, the equity might take care of it. Okay, there's a number of different ways, but I don't want to take them to the high country trim level the first time unless I've got more information. You would take me to the high country. All right, if you took me to the, what's the base model?
LT.
You took me to the LT, I'd yell at you. And you'd say, Steve, just trying to save you money. Well, quit trying to save me money. Take me to that one over there, okay?
But you got the ST Explorer.
Yeah, well, that's a clue there,
You like
too.
the sporty look, just don't need the horsepower, so I'll show you a RS.
There you go. That's the sport model, isn't it?
Yeah, and pretty much same features as the high country.
Okay. Now, how much is that one?
Anywhere from
56,
54
57.
to
56, 57?
Yeah.
So it actually saved me money. You guys ship me a car? You can ship it down to Atlanta, wouldn't you?
I'll even cover the ship.
It's 5 or 7. What would it be, $500 or $600?
Something right around there.
Okay. Yeah, they shipped 2 cars to me last year because I bought from the stores this year, because I bought from the store in North Carolina. All right, payoff. Ask me if I have a payoff.
Hey Steve, do you owe any money on your car or is it paid off?
I do owe some money on it, Robbie.
Do you know about how much you owe on it?
It's about 14 or 15 grand.
14 or 15 grand, and the vehicle you said's worth like 60 grand.
Well, thanks. I hope so. It's not worth. Don't ever say that.
No.
What bank is it
Or-
through?
There's a good one. What bank is it through? It's through LGE Credit Union. Okay, or if I said Ford Motor Credit or Honda Credit, it gives you a clue as to their credit. If I said Santander,
Oh,
Okay.
the French bank.
the French bank,
Yeah, the
Santander.
Santander.
never heard that. I like it, Santander. All right, cash down education. I'm looking at, by the way, these are not 4 squares.
I know.
We call them four squares.
The other ones, it's 4 literal
Well,
squares.
yeah, that's what,
4 square.
I was gonna,
They just
I
call
was
it
gonna
that.
say, I mean, I knew it.
But it still shows, what they're.
Well, no,
It's not a literal.
I call this the matrix.
Right.
Yeah.
I grew up with 4, you grew up with 4
4
squares. I grew up with 4
Right.
squares, okay? No, I much,
We just call them four squares.
I much prefer this. All right, let's talk about cash down for a second.